So I recently lost my job this past week, and hi everyone, welcome to today's video. If you've never seen my face before, I am the Miss Nicole Marie. Today we are doing something a little bit different. Obviously going into one of my planning videos, as you've seen from the title. I'm also going to give you a quick little life update as well. Sorry about my throat. I've had a cough for like the past week, probably from allergies, so it's a little froggy and I apologize for that. Hopefully you can still understand me, but if you do enjoy this video, please like it down below, subscribe if you want to see more, and without further ado, let's get straight on into today's video. Okay, so we're going through my journal here, looking at the beginning of February. This is everything that I did for that first week. I did my water intake, looked at all my tasks, and my goals for the week as well were pretty good. And going on to the second week here, the water intake, I did really good on this week, finished most of my tasks, and the goals were pretty good for this week as well. As you see, this is when I didn't feel good on the 11th, and I had a photo shoot day the next day. The next week was Valentine's Day on Monday, Burke's birthday as well. I did really good on my water intake, I got my tasks done. The goals were a little lacking on this week, and going on to the next day, I'm currently filming this part on Tuesday, so I stopped here. But as you see, I have just my water intake for Monday pretty much done. I haven't done much tasks. Got some goals done. Moving on to the next area over here. We are going back to February, looking at the month on an overview scale here, and just seeing what I did throughout the week. When I move to the next page, this is my budget, where I will talk more about this in depth in a later section of the video here. And also I do keep track of my expenses from my credit card for the previous month, since I am paying them off in February. This is how I make sure that I pay off my credit card every single month. Okay, with that done, I am going to give you a little life update here because you might have seen it in my agenda / journal. So I recently lost my job this past week, and that is going to be obviously a big deal to my budget coming up in the next month. So I'm going to do some separate planning for that. I'm not quite ready yet because it was pretty recently happened, and I'm just moving forward, ready for the next chapter in my life and seeing where it's going to take me. So just a little life update for you guys. If you guys want to follow along on that journey, it's going to be pretty interesting to see where I go from here. So yes, that's my little update for you. Going back to this week, I'm going to fill out the rest of this with you, going through my tasks, and the rest of the week I will just quickly fill this out. And I did just kind of I had a busy week, so I'm kind of just going through and filling them all out at once for what I remember. Wednesday, my parents kind of did a little surprise trip for me, and we went to St. Augustine, and we spent the night there, so that was 2 days. Filling out my water intake didn't do as well in St. Augustine as kind of vacation for me. Friday, we went to Epcot, so we did drinking around the world. Again, water intake wasn't that great, didn't get a lot of tasks done or goals, but had a lot of fun. Alright, so now we are going to kind of go through in my budget, and we're going to do that pretty quickly here. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see exactly what I'm going to be doing, and I'll talk you through it as I go. Alright, so we're going to take a look at my budget here, and this is the overview for the month. This is my goals, obviously what I want to accomplish and set out for the month. So this is what I have planned, and looking back on transactions, I do try to fill this out at least twice a month. So I try to go in like the beginning of the month and then obviously at the end of the month. You see, I already started this month and did that, halfway point with all my transactions, filling them out. You see, I actually did fill out some of the graphs that I had intended to, if you saw some of my previous videos. And we're just looking at kind of how they're landing right now. We got the bar graph and then obviously the pie graph, which I need to work on the pie graph here. It is not quite what I want it to be. Still trying to figure that out. So eventually I'll go in and fix that to where it's supposed to be. I'm going to quickly fill out all of my transactions for the rest of the month. As you see here, kind of just zooming by and just filling all of these out so that they are all in here and I can look back, see how much I spent on each category, see if I'm over budget in some areas, and the total for what I've spent for the month. So just filling that out. You see I have quite a few expenses going on. Or I tried to pay my Bank of America credit card from the previous month every few days, trying to get those transactions paid for and done and out of the way. So this is where we ended up for the month. I was filming this a little bit earlier, so the 22nd. We're going to go back and check to see if I was over budget in any of the categories. The essentials was slightly over budget, as you can see here. And I think it was about $100 over. Goals were pretty good. I did not add in my savings yet for the end of the month. So that's going to be obviously changed because I did lose my job. It's going to be a little bit different moving into the next month. My retirement was perfect. Didn't have to worry about that. And my shopping spending category was slightly over budget as well. So we are going back and we're going to total in everything, see what the total was for the month. And I am under budget for the actual total of the month, as you see coming up here in a second. And that is mostly because I haven't put in the savings that I usually do for the end of the month. I usually put in about $500, but that's going to be probably changing here in the next coming month. So under budget, but kind of over budget in most of the areas because didn't quite hit my goals this month. Alright, so that is everything I had to show for you for this planning slash update slash wrapping up, I guess, February. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe down below if you want to continue watching more, or like the video if you already are a subscriber. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!